a sense of stability, better way of putting it, in a very wavy, tumultuous emotional environment. When one is trying to gain stability in an emotional environment that one has no control over, and one has no control over the foundation about where you're putting stuff down there, our answer for how do you gain your stability is to not look to anyone else to give that to you, but to open up to understanding that you're the one who's responsible for establishing that foundation in the first place. So we're talking foundation in the first time here. When we use the idiom open up, a lot of people think that the idiom of opening up, especially when it's heart space, is kind of opening up. So if somebody's opening up to you, it's kind of like, well, they're telling me more, they're showing me more, they're explaining more. And it kind of goes this way, is the opening up kind of idiom for most people. Saying, no, it's open up this way. It's not open up to be broader, it's open up to us. So for the one who is challenged in an emotional environment where every once in a while the anger, the fear, the doubt, the limiting beliefs, the worth, self-worth especially, is challenged because of somebody's what they do or don't do, say or don't say, waves of emotion that they're washing over that hut kind of causes that hut to feel a little bit kind of swayed in a certain direction, which doesn't feel good, feels kind of scary, and when things are moving underneath you have no control over that. The way to maintain the stability is to open up, which doesn't mean going this way, which doesn't mean going to them and them and them and them and them trying to find the answer. It means opening up to us and finding the answer with us, in connection to us. Us being higher power, source, whatever language you want to use, truly. And when that, we'll use that as the first little nugget here of activation. When that becomes, because it's going to lead very quickly to the next one here, when that becomes the first point of insight, of I'm feeling something in my emotional environment which is triggered from something outside of me, it's not of my own creation. Yet I'm feeling that the waves of that are washing over me. I'm feeling the instability in myself. I'm feeling the insecurity in myself. And it's triggered yet by external forces that I have no control over. When I'm feeling like I'm out of control or I'm being swayed in a certain direction which doesn't feel good for me, my answer is to open up. So that will kind of encapsulate that concept there, even though we gave you a long story to get to that. Now we'll play with this one. Okay, so, ooh, nice and fresh. So opening up. Here's the link, here's the bridge. Opening up. What does opening up mean? We're going to give you some very, very clear insights because now this is also not just for one individual here. If we reflect back on the last one just for a moment and say, if you ever find yourself driving in your car, we don't want to use the language, but we'll just say upset by something else that's happening in a car beside you. And you look at them and you feel some anger or some frustration or some whatever it happens to be kind of boiling up in you. Okay, that's a wave of emotion that's triggered by something else that's washing over you, that's taking you out of alignment. So it doesn't have to be life-threatening, but anything like that, the way out of it is open up. So here's the open up concept. For this one here has been on a path of opening, no prying. If we had a zipper, it would be really easy. Open up. This is like prying and prying and prying and trying to get into that fruit before it's ripe. It's like, okay, trying to peel a green banana, for example, and make it come off in one foul swoop. That's not going to happen because green bananas don't peel that easily. They come off in little tendrils and pieces like, oh man, it tastes pretty bitter inside anyway because it's not the best time to get in there. So this one has been trying to open up by connecting to higher power, by doing a lot of things, following a lot of practices, listening to a lot of techniques, and is beating themselves up because their practice is not in their own mind seen yet as being perfect. So they have techniques, they have tools, they have ideas, they have, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, and it's going to be work to do it, but I'm going to work through it, and I'm going to figure it out, and I'm going to do it, and if it's not right, I will talk to a lot of people, or talk to somebody, and I'll talk to myself and try to get it right. Our message for this one here, which is so important, is the opening up process need not ever be one which entails the energy of work. It's not hard work. Opening up to us should never be hard work. Releasing your resistance, which opens up to us, should never be hard work. It should always be heart work, absolutely. So the question becomes head and heart, head and heart. Okay, we know about the two. What is the difference between hard work, which is in the head, and heart work, which is here? More solar plexus too, if we're talking about identity kind of coming in there. opening up for this one here in particular when it's been hard work in figuring out how I want to open up. I really, 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 really want to open up, and I've seen the light every once in a while, and I get shone in light every once in a while, and I love being in there every once in a while, but man, there's some heavy stuff that I'm doing, trying to get through some heavy stuff, and I'm doing all these things trying to get through this heavy stuff. We're saying, you're doing too much, man. Stop doing so much, which is hard work, and start doing the heart work, which is going to link into the next one really quickly here. And the hard work is, it's kind of cool. Let's imagine this microphone is one of those Popeye punching bags. You hit it, it comes back at you and whacks you in the face. So I'm going to do the hard work, pushing against what I don't want, or pushing away what I don't want, or grabbing out there to try to find some answers to things that I can't answer right now. In that pushing out energy, it's going to come back and whack you in the face. Bottom line, that's the hard work. So don't be surprised if hard work comes back and whacks you in the face or bites you in the butt. It's going to happen. So the best way through that is to tap into the heart, which takes us right up into here. Okay.